Hey guys, just finished watching Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 5, Episode 10, Past Life. Wow, what an episode. I mean, this is a great episode to have like kind of a mid-season break-ish for we have about 4 weeks off, which is due to the Olympics coming on, so that'll be cool to see that. It's really going to be interesting to see, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of these shows are actually taking a break, but not all of them, but we'll have to wait and see which ones keep going, but I think it's just going to be Black Lightning that keeps going, but it really is really cool seeing all the different stuff that happened with this, and it was really cool to see that they're done kind of, they're back on Earth type thing. They really are doing that kind of like they did last season, which worked very well, was the 3-part storyline throughout the whole season. Now that they're done, usually they'd be, in a regular stretched out full season long storyline, they'd be stretching this whole thing out throughout the whole season type thing. And I like to find how they're not doing that, because they're not doing that, and they're going to do a third storyline now, a second storyline now that they're going to be on Earth, and they're running for the fugitives and stuff like that. They're running from the law and all that. I think that's really going to be cool where things kind of go with that, and I think it's really going to be interesting to see now that they're back. So here, let's jump into the list here of things that I wrote down. So the first one was Cassius found Sonara, find him dead type thing, and that really kind of sent him off, and he went down the rabbit hole from there on. And he finds out about the plan to go back in time, and then he finds out, and then I thought he was going to infect all the Inhumans with that stuff that he did, but he ended up taking it himself after he infected that one guy. So I thought it was cool seeing that. And then Mac offers Flint the chance to come back and live with him in the past. That was kind of interesting to see that. But it was interesting with that, but I was surprised that, I never got to that, but I thought if that would have been the option, someone like Fitz or Simmons or both of them would have been like, no, Flint can't come back, because if he comes back, it'll mess with time, it'll completely destroy time type thing, and it would be a time paradox. You wouldn't be able to do that type of thing. So I think that would have been interesting to see that, but they didn't even play with that at all. And the big reveal is that Yo-Yo is the Cassius's clairvoyant type thing. She was the one future version of Yo-Yo, which later Mac ends up watching her die type thing. Oh my god, that was just so cool. So I did not see any of that coming. It was so great seeing that. It was awesome. And then Coulson's choice, whatever that is, the future Yo-Yo tells young Yo-Yo, or not our Yo-Yo, that Coulson made a choice type thing, and I guess I'm assuming that choice was to shoot Daisy with the icer and bring her back, and that's the choice that brings Daisy back, which ends up destroying and breaking the Earth type thing. That's really going to be cool to see that. And then, Coulson, finding out that Coulson is dying type thing. That was interesting with that. And it was interesting that with the, and then I was also thinking when they brought up the Coulson dying and all that stuff, could this be the fallout from last season, end of season 4, 22? It was the deal that Coulson made with Ghost Rider in order for Ghost Rider to switch, from switch bodies type thing, then go back. I think that was a cool idea, so that they can defeat what's her face there, Ava. I think that would have been interesting to see if that is where they bring that in. Because I keep on forgetting, like, I had to go back and actually rewatch that clip, that clip where they talk about the deal that Ghost Rider made to go to hop into Coulson's body and then go back. I think that was an interesting idea. And is that deal gonna, when that deal comes up, is that gonna be the price that this is the price that Coulson has to pay now? I think it's gonna be cool to see where things go with that and how things continue on. Now maybe, just maybe, if for some reason they've managed to secretly keep just Coulson in the Avengers, and maybe the fact that he's dying here, it would be a way to get him out of this show for a little bit, so he could go and film. Although technically he'd be, whatever the upcoming stuff would have been filming now, and who would have been gone a long time ago. So I guess filming wise, it doesn't make sense for him to leave right now, because he should have been gone before when they were filming Avengers: Infinity War. But it would be cool as if somehow maybe someone like Doctor Strange can help him and cure him or something like that. I don't know, but I doubt it. So all in all, it was interesting the way things go with all that stuff, and there were some general questions that I had here, to put on before this episode, and it, there was kind of just the simple things like, is Flint Mac and Yo-Yo's son type thing. That could be cool. That could be connected if there's any connection there. Could Deke be related to Fitz and Simmons? There was never any setup to that, so who knows? I don't think we'll ever get any answers to that, if who the parents are or anything like that, but it doesn't look like it. But it is really interesting to see the way things ended in the episode, how the monoclip is going over, and it looked pretty obvious that, Coulson, Skye, and May were at least the ones who were confirmed to going through the monolith and going through the portal and stuff. But then you watch the trailer, which is readily available online, and most times it's played right after the episode, but it wasn't on the channel I was watching. You find out that everyone makes it go through. So I'm just saying, why did they show us? Why did they not show us everyone go through if the trailer is going to show that everyone makes it back, type thing? All of the people who went to the future all make it back, which is interesting. But the trailer doesn't show anything about Lance Hunter. What is he up to? Was he just back for the one episode? I mean, if he was back for that one episode to help Fitz, does that mean he's no longer his cover? He's now made a new identity and he can join the team again as someone else. I mean, the whole reason why him and Bobby left was because they were made and they were on fugitives, running from the law, and they couldn't stay with the team and bring the team down, type thing. And I get that idea. So as enough time gone by that they're no longer chasing him. Why was he able to help Fitz and not able to help the team right now? So hopefully he'll be back. We'll have to wait and see. I'd love to see Bobby and Hunter both back. I think Adria Pilecki is busy with other things. She's doing all kinds of other stuff, if I'm not mistaken. I know she's on Orville and stuff, but I'm not sure. I think that's done right now. It wasn't as long as this, so we'll have to wait and see if we get to see her back. It would be cool. So all in all, this is pretty cool. I'm glad that they're now in the back in their time setting up for Infinity War. I think that could be really cool. I think it could be interesting to see how some of this stuff. I think it would be cool to see with Infinity War, and I would hope that somehow there'd be some connection to it without having these guys, the S.H.I.E.L.D. actors, on the set for Infinity War. Just have them dealing with Infinity War and film it in-house on these guys on the S.H.I.E.L.D. set, and just send that footage over to the Infinity War crew. I think that could be really, really easy to do. Just having a scene of them, let's say Doctor Strange or someone, they all fighting Thanos. Doctor Strange teleports them to a different part, a moon where there's where they could fight Thanos without destroying the Earth, type thing. They could without collateral damage, type thing, and then. Thanos sends an army to the Earth, and oh, damn it, we can't be in two places at once. And then Coulson comes on the screen or whatever with his team, hey, we got it, type thing, and that's it. And it's just the thing of, everyone knows now that Coulson's alive. He has a secret team that no one knows about, right? It's the S.H.I.E.L.D. guys, and he's defending the Earth from Thanos' army while the Avengers and Guardians take on Thanos himself. I think that could be really cool. All you need them is on the screen for a second, not even just a half a second type of thing, really fast, one shot, one line, and that's it. And that could be filmed on the set of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It doesn't need to be full screen that you see the full of them. You just see them on a screen type thing. Coulson on the screen, within maybe Stark's visor type of thing, Stark's helmet. He sees a picture of all of them, and they're fighting the invasion. I think that could be really cool, and hopefully we get some sort of connection like that. I think that could be a way to do it. They don't have to have any actors go over. No one has to leave any set. They just film it all in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. set and make it part of the episode. Make it part of the episode that connects to it, or the connects episode before or after or whatever. And that's how you connect it to the movie. I think that could be really cool to do that, and you don't even need to see what's going on. You don't even need to have. No one needs to move over. No one needs to do this. You just send them the footage of, pretty much the S.H.I.E.L.D. team fighting whatever the army Thanos has, whether it's a Kree army, whether it's a Skrull army, whether it's another Chitauri army. I think that could be cool, seeing some of those characters. The army that we see in the Avengers Infinity War trailer, that could be someone that, the S.H.I.E.L.D. guys are just fighting those guys, and that could be someone that they're fighting there on that end. So who knows? We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Looking based on the trailer for the Infinity War, doesn't look like there's going to be too much stuff, but who knows? We can wait and see. Maybe at the end of the final battle, that's when we get that moment of them, the build up to that. So I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to start getting on the road to hopefully this middle storyline, which seems like it's them on the run, and then they get redeemed by saving everyone from whatever, saving a lot of people during the Infinity War movie type thing. I think that could be really cool to seeing how because they're branded as criminals right now, and then the Infinity War, Thanos comes along, and then the S.H.I.E.L.D. helps save so many people on Earth as well. they become heroes again too. I think that could be really cool. Set them up for that. So it's really can't wait to see where things go with all this and how things kind of connect to everything. I doubt we're gonna get a Black Panther connection, but maybe we can get some sort of a reference to that. I mean, there is part of the U.S. government, is actually in Wakanda with Thaddeus Ross, if I'm not mistaken, as Martin Freeman's character. So maybe we can get something about that, whatever the fallout is of Black Panther. Maybe we can get it kind of on the maybe on TV or something like that, or whatever. If there's a big battle going on in Wakanda, type thing, we can get just a mention on the news. Oh, Wakanda officials arrest Ulysses Claw type thing, and that type of thing, whatever that is, whatever happens in that movie. I think that could be really cool to get that reference for that, just at least something to acknowledge that happened, and these characters are kind of aware of it, or people in this universe is aware of it and keeping it connected. I think it would be cool, just a little nod, a little connection to whatever happens in Black Panther. It would be much appreciated. So all in all, it's really going to be fun to see where things go with this, and like I said, I can't wait to see when we get the when Ghost Rider, the deal that Coulson made with Ghost Rider. Is this what it is? Is his time up now? I feel like it's a bit early, in my opinion, to bring that up. I feel like if you waited a whole season, maybe bring it back up at the end of season 6 rather than in season 5, right the next season, or the 10th episode of the next season. I think it's a little bit early to bring that up, because if you bring about like season 6 and season 6 or something, most people have completely forgot about that deal, and then when you bring it up, it really hits home type thing, because it comes out of nowhere when you've almost forgotten about it type thing. I think that could be really cool to do that. So I feel like it's a bit early to bring it on, but who knows, maybe they want to use it right away to get it out of the way, and we'll have to wait and see where things come back with this. So hopefully if we do that, and if we do get like that Avengers Infinity War connection, maybe they're fighting some of the army, like I said, Thanos' army. Hopefully they can get people like Ghost Rider and what's his face there? I can't think of his name. Deathlock. Maybe he could be back and have him help along with that. Also, would also be cool is if Coulson and the S.H.I.E.L.D. team were teaming up with the Defenders. That would be really cool to see that. But I doubt we're gonna get that. I think that would have to be setting up right now with meeting characters and all that stuff. I think it would be really cool to see that. I think it would be interesting to see how that could be a connection to there maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe there could be some connection, but I doubt that we would be getting any of that. But all in all, it would be fun to see at least the S.H.I.E.L.D. team on the in the movie, just for a flash that was filmed on the S.H.I.E.L.D. set. I think it'd be really easy to do that. So we'll have to wait and see where things go with this. Definitely can't wait to see how things connect. I can't wait to see how things build up, and I can't wait to see how things finish up when we get back on March 2nd. So let me know what you think, guys, about this episode in the comments below. What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? Where do you think things are going? And how do you think things are now going to connect to Black Panther and maybe definitely connecting to Infinity War? Let me know what you think, guys, in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I'm Captain America, here to talk to you about one of the most valuable traits a soldier or student can have.
Subscribing.
Sometimes subscribing is the key to victory. Sometimes it leads to very little, and it seems like it's not worth it. And you wonder why you waited so long for something so disappointing. How many more of these?